back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be discussing why being the nice girl or a pick-me girl, the pick-me-sha, why all of this damages your feminine energy. It throws off polarity in your relationships and how this prevents you from actually attracting what it is you want in your life. But before I get started, I have some exciting news. I am launching my first course, which is going to be called Charm School. And the reason why I decided to call it Charm School is because it's going to be a 6-week session. We're going to start February 3rd, and I am going to be covering everything that I know about feminine energy, what it is you need to know about how to access this gift that you have been blessed with to attract what it is you want in life, your dream body, your goals, money, men that treat you like a princess. All of these things I'm going to be putting in the course. This entire course is designed for you to shift into the woman that you want to become, the woman that is living life on easy mode, attracting the opportunities, the friendships, the partners, the success that she wants in her life. I know this course is going to be absolutely life-changing for many of you because this is all the information that I have been gathering for years that has led me to this point to where I quit my job working in the restaurant industry. I started a business on my own. I am much more at peace. I'm thriving. I stopped struggling in my masculine energy, and I want to give that to as many women as possible. So this course is going to start February 3rd. We are going to be meeting every Saturday for 6 weeks, but you will have all the coursework available to you for life. I hope to see all of you there, and for those of you that have already signed up, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and I'm so glad that you're ready to get started on your level up journey. Now, let's get into the video, how to stop being a pick-me-sha. All right, so back to the topic of the video. I recently posted a video on my TikTok where I was lip syncing to the Timbaland and Carrie Hilson song, The Way I Are, and I was explaining what a couple looks like when they're both in their wounded states. When your man is in his wounded masculine energy and how that puts you in your wounded feminine energy. The easiest way to wound your feminine energy is to become in a relationship or decide to couple with someone that's in their wounded masculine. What happens is you flip-flop. So you will actually be, instead of being rested in your feminine energy, you will be forced to be in the masculine role, which will have no choice but to leave him in the feminine role. Now, this happens one of two ways. You might come across one of two types of wounded masculine man. The first type of wounded masculine man, how you can tell is if he's not happy where he's at in life, he knows he's not happy, but he's resigned to it. He's not working on himself to better himself. All of us go through hard times, but if he's not on a journey, if he's not working to build the life that he wants, he's not going to be in his divine masculine energy. So masculine energy thrives on producing, getting stuff done, achieving their goals, providing for those they love around them. And so when a man doesn't have much to show for himself and he just expects women to accept him as he is, he doesn't need to give anything, he doesn't need to demonstrate his value, then he's in his feminine energy. So the problem with these types of men is that they're at a very low vibration. They will make excuses for their poor behavior and their decisions of why they're not at where they need to be at. So they'll say things like, oh, well, it's the government's fault I can't get ahead, or it's my ex, that's the reason why, I don't provide for women anymore because of how she treated me. Don't fall into this guilt tripping, this shame spiral. This is what low vibrational people like to do, and this is not you. If you're on a level up journey, you're talking about keeping your vibration as high as possible. So if they're at a low vibration and you're working on having a high vibration, you can't go back down. You can only resonate with whatever's on your level. So if he wants to come up to your level, then let him, but you do not go back down. They will romanticize the idea of shared struggle. They will say, well, we can build together, or we can split the bill 50-50, we can go half on it, and that's how we're gonna, build our relationship. This doesn't work. This is going to put you in your masculine energy. The second type of wounded masculine man you'll come across is the one in his dark feminine energy, the player. Notice if he's putting in effort to pursue you, impress you, demonstrate his value to you, or if he is leaned back in his feminine if he can just attract women, he doesn't have to work very hard for them. Women chase him, he's the prize. Masculine energy loves to compete, work for, chase after anything that is hard to get, anything that is the prize. Look at how men really value status symbols. So really expensive luxury cars, expensive watches, a beautiful feminine woman on their arm. All of this signals to other men, right, that he is high value. He works for what he's built a lot in his life. So if he's not chasing you, then what are you going to have to do? If he believes he's the prize and he can attract whatever he wants, then he's very used to women competing for him, women fighting over him, women chasing him, women demonstrating their value to him. So what this will look like is these types of men will ask you, well, what do you bring to the table? Right? Because they've got options. So they're interviewing you. Why should I pick you over her or over her? How this will also look, you'll be pursuing him. So you'll always be the one calling him first, texting him a bunch of times. He's leaned back, right? His energy is very reserved to himself. He's not coming towards you, and you're sitting there waiting. When's he gonna call me back? When's he gonna text me? And the other thing that he's expecting is to be treated like a prince. So women give their body to him very easily. Now, how this will put you in your wounded feminine energy. Let's talk about the first type of man. So the one that is not happy where he's at and he's just resigned to that fact. This is a man in his light feminine energy. He'll usually be very in tune with his emotions and his feelings, so he will really romanticize you, cater to you, spend lots of quality time with you, and he may have that dark masculine energy, so he may have the physical manly aspects that you like. I can't say too much on YouTube, but if you're registered for Charm School, I'm going to go more into what I mean when I say the physical manly aspects. But he lacks that ambitious, goal-oriented, driven side of his masculinity. What will end up happening is you will become his mother. Because he's in the light feminine role, he's in the childlike, baby, infant sort of space. So you will all of a sudden naturally want to start taking care of him, want to start giving to him, want to start serving him like his mother. So you care for him like a baby, you serve him, you cook his meals, you clean up behind him, you do his laundry, you start giving to him. Oh, here, take my car. You don't have a car to drive yourself to the job interview? Here, take my car. Oh, you need money for gas? Here's some money. Or you start bossing him around or nagging him, telling him what to do. You need to pick this up. You need to go do this. All of this will stress you out. You will find that you no longer have time for your rest or your self-care, which is necessary for your feminine energy. So you won't be looking or feeling like the highest version of you at your highest potential. And this kills the polarity because now you're in your masculine energy. So what this will do is emasculate him. He's fully capable of doing things on his own. He doesn't need another mother. He actually is looking for an opportunity for you to just let him be a grown man on his own. And all you do is appreciate that. But when you boss him around, this further emasculates him. And even if he does whatever it is, whatever task you're setting him on. So this is why I don't recommend ever you should suggest, tell a man, force a man, pressure a man to commit to you, marry you, have a baby with you, because it's not his own idea. It didn't come from him. It came from you being a mom to him, being his boss, and telling him, you need to do this now. He won't get any sort of satisfaction in doing it. Rather, if you had just let him do it on his own, instead of being in your masculine energy, impatient, rushing, now he's not satisfied. Now he feels like just an obedient little child. He did what mommy told him to do. Okay. So to keep the polarity, you stay in your light feminine energy. So you can express your desire to him in a positive, happy way. So I did this recently. I wanted these pair of shoes and I showed them to my man and I was like, I love these shoes. I would love to have a pair of shoes like these one day. Or you may say to him, I can't wait for us to be married and have kids together. But you don't ever say, when are we gonna get married? Why is it taking so long for us to do this? What you also do is you appreciate whatever he does right. So you'll say, oh, you make me feel like such a queen when you bring me coffee in bed. Or I love coming home to the fresh flowers you send me, my king. Whatever. You need to boost that ego up when he does things right. And what I don't want you to do is ever complain. So when he does do something, maybe he messed up. But when you chastise him or you shame him and you say, you did this wrong, I am never letting you wash the dishes again. I am never letting you go grocery shopping again because you always do it wrong. You're teaching him, I'm not good enough. This is bad. I shouldn't try to do things for her anymore. Because then you go into this independent mode of, I'll just do it myself. I have to do everything myself. The second type of man, right? The one who thinks he's the prize. He is the one in his dark feminine energy. So he'll usually be very good looking, popular. He's very highly desired by a lot of other women. So he has lots of options. Now he might have that professional side to him, that ambitious, disciplined, leader energy that you're really attracted to. So he may have lots of money or a big network of people around him and you really admire that. But what he's lacking is that dark masculine energy, the one that's going to instinctively make him want to go after you as a woman in your feminine energy. He doesn't think he has to do that. What ends up happening is you become the aggressor. You go in your dark masculine energy and you start chasing him. You start demonstrating your value. You start wanting him to validate you, to pick you, right? This is where pick Misha comes in. You start stalking him, right? Following, what's he doing on his Instagram? Oh, he's following all these girls. Oh, why hasn't he texted me back? You start texting him hundreds of times a day. You start performing for him, giving it up easy to him, letting him treat you any kind of way. A good example of this is Cassie from season 2 of Euphoria. When she was desperately trying to get Nate Jacobs' attention, she would get up early to do her makeup, style her hair, do all this, getting ready to bump into him, changing her style to dress more like Maddie so she could transform into his type. And she was losing her mind. To keep the polarity between you two, what you must do when you're dealing with a man in his dark feminine energy is have more powerful dark feminine energy than him. So to a man that can get anything he wants very easily, any woman would easily, go home with him, be the one thing he can't have. And then that will instinctively be a check to his ego. I was talking about this on TikTok with this video I posted from Carmen, the hip opera, where there's like a big rapper and he comes in the club and all the girls are flocking to him and the only one is Carmen. She's not impressed. And so that's a check to him. He's like, who is she? Why is she not impressed with me? She's mysterious. Another thing you need to do is you need to keep your presence, your energy rare. If you're always around, if you're always available, if you're always at his side, in his face, how can he miss you? How can he want to crave you? How can he want to chase you if you're just always there? So focus on yourself. Distance yourself from him. I'm not saying, play games of, wait this long, text him back, but just come up with more interesting things to fill your time than thinking and praying and hoping on this man. And he will instinctively be like, what's she up to? She hasn't called me today. I haven't heard from her. Is she talking to another man? All these things will go through his mind and that will cause him to come back towards you. And then as always, maintain the high standards that I teach about on here. He must impress you. You are not just going to go, he's cute and that's it. Is he spending time with you? Has he sent you a little gift? Is he making you feel special? He needs to demonstrate some sort of value that he can bring in your life before you give him any of your time, any of your energy, your body, any of that. So I hope this video was helpful for some of you all. If you've been exhibiting some pick-me-sha behavior, don't worry, we all have. I've done it too. But I guarantee you, the more you stay connected to your feminine energy, you will be amazed the type of men you will attract will not even compare to these wounded masculine men. They will be so divine and want to treat you like an absolute queen. And if you're someone now, you're already in a relationship, you're married, and there's been some sort of discord, there's disconnection, there's arguments, it's not really, that spark isn't there anymore. The more you stay in your feminine energy, it will ignite his masculine energy, and he wants to be in his masculine energy. He wants to treat you like that queen because it makes him feel fulfilled. I was doing this with my partner last night, right? I always stay in my feminine energy around my man, and I just let him take care of everything, and he is so happy to be able to serve me, be able to treat me like a princess, because I give him that appreciation back. I fuel his masculine energy with my feminine energy. That's what that dynamic needs to be in a relationship for it to be sustained. So if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much for watching until the end. Leave me a comment about what pick-me-sha habits you are going to be breaking today. And if you want to learn more about connecting with your divine feminine energy, you don't know where to get started, please visit my website, everyday-etiquette.com. I have one-on-one coaching sessions available, and of course, the shortcut, the quickest way that's going to powerfully get you connected to that divine feminine energy is the Charm School. I'm so excited to get that started. Register for your spot today. It is discounted right now. It's at 25% off right now, but the price will be going up at midnight. So register for your spot, and I can't wait to meet you all. I'll see you later. Bye.